I know they're old, ancient words. Reminds me, I just read a story coming off from Massachusetts. From Germany, really. The soldier, Sergeant Gonzalez, not Gonzalez, Gonzalez. He's writing a letter to his mom after World War II. He writes the letter, sends it. It's after World War II. He's just there tying up loose ends. He's going to be home in a couple of months. That was December 6, 1945 is the date on the letter. Well, December 9, 2021, 76 years and 3 days later, a letter arrives to his wife. That is John Gonzalez, his wife. Well, John died in 2015 at the age of 92. But she gets a letter from the United States Postal Service that says, "Ma'am, this was so important, we tracked you down." There's another envelope. She's looking at the envelope. It's addressed to her late mother-in-law, the mother of her husband, who had passed away years and years earlier. Her husband had passed away just 6 years earlier at 92. So her mother-in-law had been dead for decades. But there's a letter addressed from her husband to her mother. What the post office says is, we don't know what happened, but this got stuck in a machine in Pennsylvania, one of our postal distribution centers, and it's been stuck there. It got kicked loose somehow 76 years later. Angelina, the wife of the deceased letter writer, reads his letter. It was to his mom. But she says to the reporter, "It was as if it was to me, and it brought life and hope from someone I lost 6 years ago." 76 years later, she says it came at the right time. I'm inviting our worship team up. The prophets have spoken. Over the course of thousands of years, they have shared the heart of God. Ancient words they are. But could it be like that letter that arrived just a month ago? Angelina receives this. It's 76 years old from now, her husband deceased, but she says, this arrived at the right time. It gave me hope in the holidays, living as a widowed woman. Could it be that God's word through his prophets could still arrive at the right time? That as we open and read them, expose ourselves to them, they could still bring life and light and hope